Man, people always make it sound so easy. When you feel scared to make a move, just jump. Just do it. Just do it. Man, that shit ain't easy. It ain't as easy as people make it seem to be. And I want to let you know that I struggle with the same thing, bro. But I have a couple of things that I kind of toss into the mix to make it a little bit easier. So the first thing I do when I'm thinking about making a move, or there's something troubling me that I've been wondering about for quite a while, I just take a step back. What I mean by that is legit take a step back away from said thing. If I'm thinking about moving across the country, if I'm thinking about buying a new car, whatever it is, if this thing is weighing on my mind super heavy for a long, long time, take a step back from it, try to get away from it for a little minute, free up headspace. That gives me the time and space that I need to gain some clarity around the situation. So for example, like right now, I'm in season right now. I'm playing football and everything at this school, and things aren't panning out how I anticipated at all. I thought I'd be in the rotation, getting some reps and this and that. We had a game last Saturday. I didn't play. So now I'm in this mind space, and I've been here for a while, but I'm thinking about just withdrawing from school. I'm ready to move on into the next phase of my life, but I've been hesitant about it for a while. So first thing that I did, I took some time away. We had our first game last Saturday. We had practice Sunday, and then Monday. Today's Tuesday when I'm recording this, but yesterday I didn't go to class because I just wanted to create some mental space, and that's exactly what I did. I went and took a drive. I sat down somewhere and I just hung out for a little minute, and I just kind of separated myself. And I think that's exactly what I needed to do, because now it'll lead me into step 2. So then for me, the second step is to try to conceptualize everything about the decision. Weigh out the pros and cons. How do I feel about the decision? Why do I want to make the move? I kind of compartmentalize everything into one sort of thought space. After I take that time away, I now have a little bit of clarity, and I can think clearly about the situation. So like, again, in this case, taking the time away yesterday, I legit just did a voice journal. I put my AirPods in, did a voice memo, and I was just talking to myself. Allowing myself to just kind of think out loud, let the thoughts flow, let the thoughts run. And I eventually came to the decision that I wanted to make. It's not always that easy. Like, there are some times like where I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking for days and weeks. This feeling has kind of been with me for days and weeks, but I've kind of ignored it. I've pushed it to the side, and it kind of just reared its head on Saturday night. But that's the second step. And then the last step is just make a decision. Ultimately, I think the third step is the most difficult. And I say that because once you make a decision, that is you deciding to commit to said decision. And once you make that commitment, you don't want to go back, because then when you go back and you play the back and forth game, that means you didn't do steps 1 and 2 well. And this is coming from experience. Like, I'm not just saying because I know it all. Like, no, this is me giving you account of how I go about doing this stuff. In my example, like right now, I have been having this battle for a long time. Like I said earlier, the decision that I ended up making was that I'm going to withdraw from school. And I'm going to go back to work, start back making money, like just move on with life. I decided that I'm tired of feeling like I need to prove myself and feeling like I'm not good enough to play and all this and that, and having my time wasted, not being valued. Like, all of that stuff weighed more on the decision than the opportunity to play and finish in school and all that other shit. But once I made that decision and I committed to it. And there are days when I go back and forth, like this morning we had practice and all of that, and I'm like, damn, it will be kind of sweet to play. And I'm like, well, no, fuck that. I had to go through all of this again. No. Once you make that decision, you commit to it, and you don't go back on your word. This is your word to yourself. You feel me? You're not holding the word to anybody else. And then after making that decision, it's just doing everything, carrying out everything that needs to be done to facilitate the decision. If you're going to decide to move across the country, per se. Okay, now decide what city you want to live in, or what state you want to live in, what city, apartment hunting, job hunting, like start figuring everything out. Figure out the logistics of whatever it is that you're about to do. And then you do it. I know the logistics of what I need to do. I'm carrying out the rest of this week. We'll play on Saturday. Next Monday, I go to the registrar's office. I go to whomever. Monday morning, I'll spend all Monday morning withdrawing from school. I don't care how long it takes. They're going to try to call my head coach and all this type of shit. I don't care about that. But figure out the logistics. Figure out everything that you need to do. And then make it happen. It's really a three to 4 step framework. And it sounds super easy. Like when you look at it on paper, it's like, oh, I just take these 4 steps. But like me personally, that's a big battle with me and my mind and everything else. It's a battle. It's not just like happy-go-lucky and shit. Like, no, it's not. It's not a quick fix by any means. It takes some work. It takes some time. And it takes time to learn how to navigate your mind and do things in a way that makes sense to you. You can tweak this framework to be whatever it is that you need it to be. But this is just me giving you a little bit of game as to how I go about doing this kind of thing. So take your step back, compartmentalize, analyze, make a decision, carry out, or figure out the logistics and carry it out. Do what needs to be done. Let me know how this goes for you. Let me know. Drop a comment down below and let me know how this goes for you. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.